We are doing Digha Nikaya, page number 335, Mahasatipatthana Sutta. The greater discourse on the foundations of mindfulness. Thus have I heard. Once the Lord was staying among the Kurus. There is a market town of theirs called Kammasadhamma. And there the Lord addressed the monks. Monks, Lord, they replied. And the Lord said, there is, monks, this one way to the purification of beings, for the overcoming of sorrow and distress, for the disappearance of pain and sadness, for the gaining of the right path, for the realization of Nibbana. That is to say, the four foundations of mindfulness. Yeah, so that is one way. In Pali, it is Ekayano Maggo, means there is only one way. Does that mean that Buddha's way is the only way and the other ways are wrong? No. Understand, what does he mean by there is only one way? He's saying to reach Nibbana, purification of mind is the only way. If you have not purified your mind, how can you even get enlightened? How can you reach that stage? And purification happens in stages. Yeah, you don't completely, it's not all or none law. So he'll explain the stages also as we go. But this is the only way. If there is a path that does not teach you purification of the mind, then that is not the correct path. Do you get it? If there's a path that teaches you how to walk on fire, or how to fly in the air, or how to do magic, is that path going to lead to enlightenment? What are the four? Here, monks. A monk abides. I will change the word contemplating to just observing or witnessing. Yeah, contemplating is not the right translation of the Pali word. Yeah, so a monk abides, observing body as body, ardent, clearly aware and mindful, having put aside hankering and fretting for the world. He abides, observing feelings as feelings. Now means we go back up to ardent, clearly aware and mindful, having put aside hankering and fretting for the world. He abides observing mind as mind. Ardent, clearly aware and mindful, having put aside hankering and fretting for the world. He abides observing mind objects as mind objects. Ardent, clearly aware and mindful, having put aside hankering and fretting for the world. What is the difference between mindfulness and awareness?
Seems like awareness is knowing and mindfulness is making efforts.
Very good. So mindfulness is remembering to observe how the mind moves, how the mind's attention moves from one object to another. Mindfulness is remembering how it moves and keep coming back. Suppose I give you an object, like I said, Anapanasati will be just observing the natural breath. You'll observe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, what happens? Some thought comes, you've gone. To remember to come back to the breath means what? I'm mindful. Now, every time I go away, come back. Every time I go away, come back. Now, because I have kept doing that, my awareness becomes sharper and I'm more in the present moment and I go out a little less. What does this mean? Mindfulness enhances awareness. Very clear? Yeah? Mindfulness helps your awareness become stronger and stronger. And having put aside hankering and fretting for the world. What is hankering and fretting? Feverish, I want this, I don't want this, I like this, I don't like this. In the mind, it's constantly there. It might not be there in these words, but there is this thing of wanting to do something or not wanting to do something. Yes? So right now your body is very tired, you want to sleep, but you have to keep yourself up. But see, the body is like hankering for sleeping, hankering to, just take a break. Are you seeing that happening? Yes? You have to keep your energy up. You have to make an effort. Yes? The more mindful you are, the more energy you will be able to put into the present moment and be here. The less mindful you are, what happens? You get lost in thoughts, you're dull, your body wants to sleep, you're moving, you're not completely focusing. Are you seeing this? Very clear what I'm saying? Yeah? So is there any hankering or fretting happening in meditation? You have to check. These are all points for meditation. Being clearly aware, mindful, ardent, yeah, and not fretting or hankering. Yeah, we'll do the 4 steps one by one. The 4 steps are observing body as body. Second is observing feelings as feelings. Third is observing mind as mind. And fourth is observing mind objects as mind objects. So he'll explain one by one what they are. First one is contemplation of the body or observation of the body is Kayanupasthana. And mindfulness of breathing is Anapanasati. So let's read. And how, monks, does a monk abide contemplating the body as body? Here, a monk, having gone into the forest or to the root of a tree or to an empty place, sits down cross-legged, holding his body erect, having established mindfulness before him. This was in those days where chairs were not available. So if you cannot sit for a long time on the floor cross legs, you can sit on the chairs. That's why there are chairs in the room. Okay? Sit on a cushion and meditate. Try all your kinds of things so that your body is comfortable, so you can at least sit for 1 hour without getting up. Yeah? We've done 20 minutes and 30 minutes meditations in the past, and we all know that we haven't got too far with them. Yes? So we will have a soft determination that we will sit for 1 hour without getting up. Yeah? When we start meditating. Mindfully he breathes in. Mindfully he breathes out. Breathing in a long breath, he knows that he breathes in a long breath. And breathing out a long breath, he knows that he breathes out a long breath. What is the meaning of he knows? He's aware. Are you aware that you're even breathing right now? See, the awareness is not there right now. Yeah? When we meditate on Anapanasati, we have to be aware. These are instructions, okay? See that you mark them or write them down properly. You should know, basically you should understand, this was a long breath, this was a short breath. You don't have to label it, but you have to know. You have to be a witness. You have to be an ardent observer. Very clear? Breathing in a short breath, he knows that he breathes in a short breath. And breathing out a short breath, he knows that he breathes out a short breath. He trains himself thinking, I will breathe in conscious of the whole body. Are you getting it? It's not just the breath I'm aware of. I'm conscious of my whole body. When my eyes are closed and I'm just observing the breath in and breath out, I'm conscious of my whole body and I'm conscious of the breath. Very clear? Yes?
So does this breathing mean normal?
Yes, it's normal breathing, not rhythmic breathing, not regulated breathing, normal, natural breath as it is going in, normal, natural breath as it is coming out. You are just a witness to it. Yeah, you just be with reality as it is. Don't manipulate reality. Good question.
Identifying the breath that you take, if it's a long breath or a short.
Yeah, you don't say long, short, long, short. You don't do that. You just are aware. You're not lost in thoughts. You're not thinking about home. You're not thinking about work. You're not thinking about your car, your money, your bank account. You are here in the present moment, aware this breath was long, aware this breath was short. Yes, aware of the whole body, aware my body is relaxed or tight or it is paining or whatever is happening, aware, 100% in the present moment. He trains himself thinking, I will breathe out conscious of the whole body. He trains himself thinking, I will breathe in calming the whole bodily process. This is important. Calming means to relax, right effort or samma vayama. See, you're trying to listen to me and understand right now. What is happening? Yes. Can you experience the tightness? You're trying to understand. See this? Relax it. Relax. Smile. This is right effort. Relaxing and smiling. Oh, itna simple hai. It is really that simple. But it is equally hard to do it 1 billion times in 1 hour. Do you understand? How many times are you going to do it? 1 billion times in 1 hour. Just keep doing relax and smile. With every breath, I relax and smile. Breath in, relax and smile. Breath out, relax and smile. Even if others think I've gone crazy, it's okay. Everybody is relaxing and smiling here. They are equally crazy. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah, nobody is judging you. Everybody's eyes are closed. You relax and smile with every breath in. With every breath out, you relax and you smile. Yeah, calm the whole body. That is the process. If you don't do it, who's not following the technique? You. And if you don't follow the technique, you will not get the fruit of the technique. This really works. You expected something very complicated, right? Some big complex mechanism should come up. The ego always wants something complicated. Yeah? But the best things in life are very simple. Very simple. Yeah? The only thing that makes it complicated is 1 million times in a 1 hour sitting. Do you get it? At every thought that distracts, relax, smile. Every emotion that comes up, relax, smile. Every breath, relax, smile. Anything that is taking my awareness away from my breath, relax, smile. Come back to the breath. Will you remember this? Yeah? If you miss this, you are missing the technique. This is the technique. The technique is not the breath. The technique is not being a witness. What is the real technique? Relax and smile. Yeah? So this is right effort. We had done this, if you remember. Yeah, in the Noble Eightfold Path, we had done the right effort, Samma Vayama. Yeah, what is it? When I have something unwholesome arise, I recognize it. Yeah. What is an unwholesome that arises in you? A thought which is taking me away from the breath is unwholesome. I recognize it. An emotion which is taking me away from my breath, I recognize it. Some tightness, it's taking me away from my breath, I recognize it. Do you get it? Yeah, it can be pain in the body, it's taking me away from the breath. I recognize, this is happening. Understood step number 1? You recognize an unwholesome state when it arises. Step number 2, you let go of that. How do you let go? By telling the thought, go away. Does it go away? By shooing away the emotion. Go. I don't want to feel like this. Does it go? What do? You relax and you smile. This relax. What are you really relaxing? Do you know? Membranes. You have membranes around your brain. Yeah, they are called meninges. It's the meninges that goes around the brain. It goes around the spinal cord. When I'm thinking, she said this, then this happened, then that happened. What is happening? These meninges are contracted. And they're not only contracted here, they're contracted throughout the spine. And that's why you feel the stiffness in the whole body. Yes? The more you are stressed, the more they contract. And the more there are problems in the body. You've noticed this, no? You go to a doctor, he checks everything and he says everything is normal. No, but there's pain here, there's pain there, I'm not getting sleep. What is this? You're stressed. Yeah, you're constantly contracting the meninges. Very scientific Buddha was. So you are doing this at every thought that you crave or you're averse to. You're doing this at every emotion. Yeah, you're doing this on every small little thing. Sometimes you're not even aware you're doing it. You're sitting only like that, contracted. Have you noticed? Relax. You have to make that effort to relax. Now see, relaxing has become an effort. Are you seeing that? कहाँ पहुँच गए हम? Relaxing has become an effort. Yeah. So recognize that every time this tightness is there, I have to relax it. So it won't be just here. Just to explain, I say relax and smile. I keep drawing a smiley on my face. But the whole contraction is here, here. It's throughout. And you're feeling it in your whole body. Yes? If you don't take care of this, soon enough what starts happening? Heart problem and this problem and that problem. All these things develop because I've not learned to release this tension. Yeah? The same thing actually cuts off thought. See, now you're trying to understand, relax. Thought gaya? You can't connect back with the thought that you were thinking because it's like a cut off cord. Yeah, and you do it many times when you're very worried and you're like, oh, why am I thinking about this? And you relax. Don't you do that? Yeah, it's a very natural mechanism that a human really employs, but the thing is that we are not aware that we do something like this. Buddha became aware that we do this. Yeah, so he says you have to calm the body, to relax and smile. Every person has translated it in a different language. The similar sutta in Majjhima Nikaya by Bhikkhu Bodhi is translated as tranquilizing the bodily formation. And here it is calming the body. Yeah, means the same. Tranquilize, calm, do whatever, relax. It's the same thing. Release that tension. That is the way of letting go of the thought, cutting the cord with the thought. Yeah? What is the third? You have to bring up a wholesome state. Yeah? Your first was you recognize the unwholesome state. Second, you cut that cord by relaxing. Now third, you bring up a wholesome state in its place. You have to substitute the unwholesome with the wholesome. Yeah? So, the easiest wholesome thing to do is smile. Yeah, so you smile and come back to your object of meditation. What is your object of meditation? Natural breath. Very clear? Will you remember right effort? You have to know this by heart and you have to practice this 1,000,000 times in 1 hour. Yeah. Very clear what is the meaning of calming the whole bodily process? Yeah. In Bhikkhu Bodhi's language, it is tranquilizing the bodily formations. So just as a skilled turner or his assistant in making a long turn knows that he is making a long turn, or in making a short turn knows that he is making a short turn, so too a monk in breathing in a long breath knows that he breathes in a long breath, and in breathing in a short breath knows that he breathes in a short breath, and so trains himself thinking, I will breathe out, calming the whole bodily process. He's just emphasized again and again and again, so you are very clear that you have to be aware of the breath, whether it is long or short, whether it is turning. Yeah? And if the whole body is relaxed or not, I have to keep calming the body again and again at every in-breath and every out-breath. Super clear? Okay. I think for today that much is enough. We need to practice today first. Then we can go ahead. But this much is clear. Mindfulness of breathing is very clear. Yeah. So there's just an insight that happens after that. We'll read that tomorrow. Because I want you to have your own insight.